Um, I'm finally going live. All right, this is Randy Carvin in Kirksville, Missouri, and this is Rantin' Randy's Rant for Election Day. I'll tell you right off, as soon as I beat this idiot's face into the table, uh, I'm feeling good about this, folks. I really feel like, brothers and sisters, it's all paid off. I'll tell you about my voting experience today. Grace and I went around 10:40 Central Time. Uh, we walked right in. There was only one other person, and they were leaving as they checked in. Grace at one of the windows, and me at the other. They really had this set up safe. There was tape every 6 feet all over the place. But the way they did this was time saving. That's the way they had it set up. Grace at one window showed her voter registration or her ID. I think I showed my ID, my license. That's all I had to do. And I believe she showed her ID. She doesn't drive, so they took her ID. We didn't even have to pull out voter registration or anything else, and went right in there. I voted blue all the way down the ballot. I voted for Nicole Galloway. I voted a Democrat for lieutenant governor, and on down the line. Now there was areas that I didn't realize. One was a write-in, and we both put an oval. I mean, marked the oval for that. I started to put my own name, but I decided against it. I am not a surveyor. Uh, and found out after Grace turned in her ballot, there were three Republicans that I voted for. One was Supreme Court judge, another was an appeals court judge. I didn't have to vote for them. I didn't know. All I usually know on a ballot, if you leave it blank, they'll send you back to finish it out. So I voted for some Republicans. There was no Democrat running against them, but hopefully they weren't all that bad. Well, yeah, they are. They're Republican. But like I said, I feel really good about this. I have a vibe that is going to be a huge blue wave. I saw a poll, and I think it said something about pre-election day poll showed Biden at 52% and Trump at 43%. And according to, and don't hold me to it, but I think that was pre-election. They're counting the votes from early voting, so that's a good start to all this. I got to see on there too, as expected. I believe Doug Jones of Alabama is going to be going home. He'll be replaced by a Republican. But other than that, it is tight races for all the Senate and the House seats at this moment. And we hadn't even really gotten down to the exit polls yet. So, like I said, I'm feeling good about that. Also got some mail and a donation from Brenda Westy in Riverview, Florida. Thank you, Brenda. Carol Gillens gave through PayPal today. Thank you, Carol, for your donation. That keeps me going, people. And we have a lot to do after this election. And we take everything back. It's going to be up to us to make sure that Biden and Harris stay a little to the left of center to get our priorities done. But they've always said that's why they will listen to both sides, not just one. He'll be a president for everyone, where What we have now is only for his base. I even heard some rumor today about he had said that he's good at winning. Winning what? He never has won anything, but that he's bad at losing. And did you see the footage? He is wanting to win so much that he thought the Democrats would attack the White House, so he's extended the wall where nobody can climb over it. Oh, I'm afraid he's in for a bad evening. Also heard that he reduced his crowd, and I'll tell you why I think he reduced the crowd. It was supposed to be 400 guests at the White House this evening for the returns. It's been reduced to 250. I think what it is, he could only find 250 people that would come to the White House. I mean, after all, we're talking about a COVID hotspot. And the more I think about it, brothers and sisters, I don't think that he ever uh, had COVID in the first place. I'm quite sure surrounding staff had COVID. I don't think Melania had it either, or Barron. I think that was just a setup to get sympathy and build his base. And he comes back Superman and does his Evita moment on the steps and on the balcony at the White House. That was just reality show. That's all he was doing. Shit. You can't make this shit up, folks. Uh, I'll see if I didn't plan a whole lot today because I know all of us are keeping an eye and we're with bated breath waiting for the exit polls to start appearing. And I realize there are some out there, and there is plenty of time to, if you haven't voted, get out there and vote blue. Put Joe Biden in. Uh, and I just wanted to say to those folks, ignore his noise. Have poise and patience. And why do you think he doesn't want ballots? Any ballots after closing of the polls tonight to be counted? Because he knows he's going to lose. Uh, Arizona, Michigan, and other states. And some of those states, well, that's something I wanted to discuss right now. Is why we have to have patience. Is this process is going to take a while. There'll be some states that they will start counting yesterday, the early voting first, and then in other states they will count the real time vote today, and you'll see that first, which his supporters, supposedly even here, have waited to go to the polls today. I just didn't see it here, and now I realize uh, a business truck parked next to us in the park or out on the street to park. Uh, I'm pretty sure that man probably voted Republican. I didn't really see him. I didn't pay any attention to anything except our poll workers with their mask on, Grace and I with our mask on, getting it done as fast as we can. And like I said, that's the way they were set up, where you get in there, get your vote done, and get the hell out. And I really appreciate the city of Kirksville, the county of Adair, for having it set up so it was so easy to do it. And I was surprised that we go in and nobody's waiting, somebody's exiting. So we walk right in at two windows. We get it done, step around the corner, get the ballot, and off we were to get it done. And what I'm wondering about, wouldn't you think that the military or, he's not making any difference in what kind of mail-in ballots he's talking about. So does he mean that military, he's going to try to throw their ballots out? I don't think he fared well with the military anyway, but who knows? And if there is any violence, it will come after the election. And I'm pretty sure it ain't going to be the Democrats. It's going to be his crowd. Maybe it's a good thing he built that wall. They may start figuring out all the lies that they've been told through these last few months before an election, and they may go after him. I doubt it, though, because most of them think he can do no wrong. And we'll have to see after the election what the little whiny bitch and how he reacts. And I still can't get over that Dr. Atlas thought, evidently, he thought RT was for Republican television. In a way, it is. It's Russia Today, right down Donnie's alley. Okay. Oh, I was reading the wrong side of this. Oh, and I'll just start on page 3 on this. How the hell did we get here? I think that goes back at least to the start of Obama coming into office, and it began there, and Trump just took advantage of that situation to get his ass in. And I was glad to hear the day after the election, count every vote rallies in 500 cities around the United States. And I'm pretty sure that Ding Dong Donnie is not going to accept the results of this election. He's going to claim it was all rigged. And I was watching yesterday and last night. I love Barack Obama's answer to when people would start booing. He says, "Don't boo, boo, vote." And that was a good way and a good response that to anything. You don't need people booing; you need them voting. And that particular one was in response to Ding Dong Donnie wanting to fire Dr. Fauci, which, they say fire Fauci. I have a lot of hope when it comes to Texas, Georgia, maybe even Florida, Pennsylvania. He's going to go right ahead and go in there tomorrow and start complaining about that. Why? And that's funny in itself, because his Republican legislature in Pennsylvania is the one that set up the damn rules. He doesn't mention that, does he? They're the ones that said they didn't start counting mail-in ballots till after the election was over. And I truly believe Biden has more passed to 270 in the Electoral College than Donald Trump does. I think the popular vote will go to Biden, no doubt. And I think it will be a landslide. It's just that he's got to find a path, and he's doing everything he can, even today. I saw him in Wilmington, Delaware, talking to reporters. So he's still out there, and I think he has his advisors are still on the road in a couple of places. Uh, and we might even find out that Biden has a huge victory in the popular vote tonight. I'm not counting on it, but I think Trump and the GOP already know that. Uh, and I think they also know that he's losing in the battleground states. And I mean, we're talking about he can get Pennsylvania, Biden can, or Florida. It's over with for Trump. He doesn't have enough uh, battleground states to even pretend to catch up. And I wanted to ask a couple of undecided Republicans and maybe even undecided Democrats. How did cutting the taxes benefit any of you? I didn't benefit at all. I gained a refund of $5 more, but I made $5 more that year. Uh, who was it that benefited Republicans from that? He and his cronies benefited. And I think he found out you can't tell corporations how they're going to spend their money. It didn't go to anything for the employees in most cases, like with Walmart, it went with more automation, which is cutting jobs. Uh, and that did little or nothing for the average American. And I heard a while ago that almost 103 million people had already voted before this day began. Let's see. And it's amazing how, well, wait a minute. Okay, page 2. Let me find page 1. All right. I'll peruse this and see what I've got. Other than that, like I said, I'm a happy camper. Let me look through some. Hello, Linda. Hello, John S. Belda was in here first this evening or this afternoon. Hello, Virginia. Hello, Linda. Hello, James. And hello, Carol. Thank you for that donation. It comes at a good time and it really lifted the spirits. Although I got up knowing that I just felt when I woke up it was going to be a good day. I knew that we were going to get over there and get our vote. In fact, I kind of did like one of the books that I read, Maximum Achievement. I started thinking about we're going to have a parking space close to the door. We were right next to the handicap spot. And I was thinking, I don't want a big crowd in there. There was nobody except one person had already voted and exited. Now, there were people by the time Grace and I got through that were just starting to come in 6 feet apart, part of them with masks, part without. But that's Kirksville, Missouri. And I'll kind of finish this out. Didn't have that much for you. I love this attendance. I really appreciate everybody coming. I will be at the start of the family meeting tonight, but Grace and I are going over to her mother's. It'll be her mother and my brother-in-law and Grace and I have some dinner and kind of watch some of the early returns. Uh, Then we'll be back here. I'm recording not only MSNBC, but CNN as well on anything that we missed. I can always fast forward till I get to the present time when we get back this evening. Hello, Brian. And let's see. Hello, Angie. And I will say we gained another subscriber. That was yesterday that I noticed we have another subscriber. And I believe we're now at 192 subscribers, and it's going to grow. We've got a lot of work to do after we put Biden and Harris in office. There's going to be an attempt by Trump to tear down anything else that is still left in this country, institution wise. He'll try to undermine this country every way he can. We already know this, so this is just part of the battle. We will get the White House back. Hopefully, the Senate looks good for the Senate races. There may be one or two in runoff in January, but particularly in Georgia, I'm hoping Ossoff will be able to beat him clearly tonight so they don't have to worry about a runoff. But if we've taken all, we will, I believe, get enough seats to have the majority. And even if Mitch McConnell is not defeated in Kentucky, he will not be the majority leader. I have great hopes in this. I can't tell you anything other than that. I just feel great about it, and I'm hoping all of you just remember, people, brothers and sisters, we got to be patient through this process. We know already he is probably having that White House gathering because the pathological liar he is, even though he said he wouldn't declare victory tonight. We will see because he probably will. All right, I'm going to let you go at this time. I appreciate everyone. Give me your time. Yeah, I am too, Velda. I'm praying that that rooster has to go back to the farm. That's where he belongs. Oh, and that would be pure pleasure. I'll be dancing in the streets here. I'll go get me a 12-pack of beer and be dancing in the street if we can send him home. And I think Amy McGrath has got a good chance at that. We will see how it comes down, people. That's about it. I thank those who donated. It keeps me in here. It keeps Grace and I energized to keep doing this job. This is my job 6 days a week, and I can guarantee you I will keep doing it as long as I can open and close this mouth. All right. My memes are already out there. I may put them later on. Gonna probably be slowly sharing this evening. Like, share, and subscribe. If you're new out there, go down and hit the subscribe button. This blue dot in Missouri and blue dots all over the world will be a part of this blue dot family movement, and we could use your help. So go down and subscribe, like, share, and share the shit out of this. And I will see you later on. Peace, resist, persist, and I insist we put this man in the White House. Thank you for your time. I'll see you later on. Share this shit. Bye bye now. Vote.